Hello and good day everyone. Welcome back for this another video, and it's me again, Archie Alipaw. And today we're going to discuss all about reciprocal teaching.
So reciprocal teaching is an instructional activity that takes the form of a dialogue between teachers and students regarding segments of text for the purpose of constructing the meaning of text. Reciprocal teaching is a reading technique which is taught to promote students' reading comprehension. Our reciprocal approach provides students with 4 specific reading strategies that are actively and consciously used to support comprehension. So these are questioning, clarifying, summarizing, and predicting. So Palingsar believes the purpose of reciprocal teaching is to facilitate a group effort between teacher and students, as well as among students in the task of bringing meaning to the text. So for the next slide, we have here the background of teaching style. So reciprocal teaching happens after teacher modeling. Students are in small groups monitoring comprehension, applying 4 strategies. These are the predicting, clarifying, questioning, and summarizing. Moreover, reciprocal teaching allows the students to become the teachers while working in a small group setting. Start off with the teacher demonstrating the model using the 4 strategies: summarizing, questioning, clarifying, and predicting, to guide conversation, working towards students taking turns being the teacher and facilitating the reciprocal teaching model. So in addition, this approach or this teaching style is more on student-centered. So the next slide we have here is how it will be used in PE class. So before reciprocal teaching can be used successfully by your students, they need to have been taught and had time to practice the 4 strategies that are used in reciprocal teaching. So these are the summarizing, questioning, predicting, and clarifying. So the next one we have here, the teacher will group the class into 4 or 5 groups. Then second, the teacher will distribute 1 note card to each member of the group, identifying each person's unique role. So in this part, the leader of the group will appoint if who will be the summarizer, questioner, clarifier, and predictor of his group, so that the whole team is coordinating. The number 3, students read a few paragraphs of the assigned text selection. Encourage them to use note-taking strategies such as selective underlining or sticky notes to help them better prepare for their role in the discussion. Number 4, at the given stopping point, the summarizer will highlight the key ideas up to this point in the reading. So this will be the role of the summarizer. So number 5, the questioner will then pose questions about the selections, about the unclear parts, passing information, and the other connections to other concepts already learned. Number 6, the clarifier will address confusing parts and attempt to answer the questions that were just posed. So that will be the role of the clarifier. Then number 7, the predictor can offer predictions about what will happen next or what will be the outcome of their collaborative effort. In addition, the predictor discusses also the predictions they made before, during, and after reading the text. Number 8, throughout the process, the teacher's role is to guide and nurture the student's ability to use the 4 strategies successfully within the small group. The teacher's role is listen as students develop skill. So for our next slide, we have here the advantages and disadvantages of reciprocal teaching. So let's go first with the advantages. Number 1, it promotes students' reading comprehension. Number 2, students may learn leadership, teamwork, negotiation, listening, and collaborative skills. Number 3, it gives the students the chance to build longer-term skills and experience. Number 4, it facilitates a group effort between teacher and students. Number 5, it is effective in the context of small group. Number 6, learners develop self-confidence and motivation may therefore increase. Then lastly, the teacher can still maintain overall control. So that will be for the advantages of reciprocal teaching. Now let's go to disadvantages. So the disadvantages will be difficult with the beginners. Then learners may not be able to analyze movement and therefore provide incorrect feedback. Then lastly, difficulty in monitoring large groups to ensure they are on task. So the next one, I have here an example of lesson plan. So number one, we have a learning objectives. Then the second, we have a learning content. Then under the learning content, we have the topic, subtopic, materials, and the reference. Then number three, we have the learning procedure. So we have letter A, preliminary activity. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then letter B, we have here the motivation. The letter C, we have here lesson proper. Letter D, analysis. E, abstraction. F, application or evaluation. Then lastly, we have here a learning agreement. And that will be for my example of the format of my lesson plan. So for the next slide, we have here another lesson plan and how it will be going to use. So we have here number one, learning objectives. So I have 3 objectives. The number 2, we have learning content. So my topic is all about softball. Then the subtopic is basic skills, then materials and reference. The number 3, we have a learning procedure. We have letter A, preliminary activity. Number 1, checking of the cleanliness of the surroundings, prayer, greetings, then lastly, checking of the attendance. The next one, we have a motivation. So my motivation is group activity. So in my motivation, I have here a group activity. So the teacher will divide the class into 5 groups, and then the teacher will give the picture puzzle to each group. Then each group should arrange the picture puzzle given by the teacher and post it on the board. The group who arrange the picture puzzle in the shortest time will declare as a winner. So in this activity, each member of the group will act according to their role. If they were a summarizer, clarifier, questioner, or a predictor. So that in this case, the group members is cooperating. The next is we have here letter C, the lesson proper. So in this part, we are going to see the possible detailed conversation between the teacher and the students along the way. The letter D, we have analysis. So I have here 2 questions. Then letter E, abstraction, I have another 2 questions. The letter F, application or evaluation, I have here an essay, then 2 questions. Then number 4, we have a learning agreement. So make a research study following common terminologies in softball. And that will be all for this video. See you again next time, and I hope you learned something new today. Thank you for listening, and God bless us all.